Hey guys, it's Nerd Dad. In today's episode of my chat with the Chinese Texan, Thomas expands a little bit more about what we can do to make sure we flatten the curve over here. Just to remind you guys, if you hadn't seen episode 1, there's going to be a little card right up here so you can go back and watch that. And in today's episode, we start out talking about some social media posts about people not changing their ways. Hopefully you guys have changed your ways and are practicing safe social distancing, and make sure you wash those hands. If you hadn't done so already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and smash that bell notification so when the next episode pops up, you'll be the first one to see it. Alright, now for episode 2 of my chat with the Chinese Texan.
While you're looking for that, and casinos too, like casinos by nature, you have to touch, the chips, and then you take your chips in, or you lose chips, and the dealer takes them. The dealer gives somebody else the chips, and there's chips flying
Right.
around like this. And then you go
Exactly.
to the buffet, and then you go to the bar, and you touch the bar, and there's these little machines, and you have some cash, and you hand the cash to the bartender, or you change your chips for cash, and you spend some cash, and like if one person's infected, the chips are moving around, and like, dude, those chips could end up in like they could end up at like 100 different tables in
Yeah.
one night of business. Like one
It's
chip
just
could go to like every table in it could just get
exactly.
circulated around, and you don't know,
Exactly.
like when they come in, there's no like chip wash station that I'm aware of.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's no like chip disinfectant thing that's gonna kill coronavirus. But like so he commented how he
Go
wasn't gonna
ahead.
change his life about he what did he say exactly? Um, Crap, I just had it. Basically, he was saying that he's not changing his habits or anything just because the government's saying so. Wait, I do not have a problem being told I may stay home or not for it. H1N1 was way worse and had a much higher mortality rate. News about it was 1% of the current coverage. So I showed him what the WHO had said. I can't talk right now. It's super late over here, like 2 hours past my bedtime, about how the first 60 days in '09 with H1N1 versus the first 60 days with coronavirus. And then the next
Hmm.
comment was from somebody goes, Nick, especially if you believe that stupid ass shit. Now, this is the World Health Organization. Okay. This isn't, the doctors down at Setka. This is the World Health Organization, and the reports that they put out are in depth.
Yeah, see, I don't even remember H1N1, but first of all, if somebody says they're not going to change their habits or change their daily life, that's selfish. Um, like I said, you just have to be polite, like, and just for at least for like 5 days, just try to minimize your going out, and just don't, like I said, don't be a vehicle for the thing. Number two, you have to see why is this a much bigger deal than H1N1, or man, I don't even remember all the diseases that have popped up in the
Swine
last
flu,
few
bird
years.
flu. Um,
I thought swine flu was H1N1.
it might have been, yeah. So
There's
swine flu
mad
and
cow
H1N1.
disease,
Yeah, there was something out of Africa. I
Ebola.
forget.
That
Yeah,
wasn't airborne
Ebola.
though. This is airborne.
Yeah, that's a whole. Yeah, so the people that are comparing it to Ebola, it's like, no, you physically have to exchange fluids for something like that. This, you can literally get it from someone coughing in the same room as you.
Or
And it
maybe
won't kill
breathing.
you, but it'll kill the lady that sits next to you on a train 3 days from now
Somebody in
that's
the
going
grocery store
visit her
checkout.
grandchildren. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I
That's
just
it,
kind of
man.
wanted to get your perspective on, seeing it firsthand out there and what we need to be prepared for, because I mean, you know how we are. You can't tell us nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing is that instead of instead of just looking at the problem objectively and recognizing that it's a problem, regardless of and then like stopping to think about, okay, what do we do? Let's all chill for a second and just try to let's say it is that bad, expect the worst, and try to minimize the damage. And people are too busy arguing over what caused it, where it came from, who started it, go out or not to go out. People are so busy arguing that the problem doesn't get solved.
Yeah.
And that's the main problem we have right now is people have been divided into all these groups. And you got all these fringe groups pop, man, it goes, that's a story for a whole nother day. But
Right.
like stepping out, because when you're in America, you're in your bubble, right? So I hung out with my family a lot, and I was in the Fox bubble, you know, the
Yeah.
Fox News bubble. So you're in a bubble, and you're like, well, this is my echo chamber, and everybody I surround myself with has the same type of thoughts as me, and it's not we're not in an information society, we're in an affirmation society.
Yeah, no
And when
question about that.
anyone expresses an opinion from outside my bubble, it's on, like, oh, we got to yell at them. And
Yeah,
you
and
don't
there and
realize it. You don't realize it till when you step out of, and I've made this comment a couple times on Facebook, people start arguing with each other. And I'm like, the fact that one of you is, let's say they're arguing about politics, and one person, Trump does something, and one person agrees with, one person disagrees, or student loan forgiveness, one person agrees, one person disagrees. And I'm like, look, there's validity to both sides, but regardless of, let's say one of you is right and one of you is wrong, this is irrelevant. The issue is that you're arguing, and while you're arguing, you're not making progress.